I'm super excited today. This is our first international episode of Bridgeway Talks from the World Trade Center in Dubai.
So I come from a coffee family. I'm the fourth generation in coffee. For me, it was a coffee heaven. So many brands, so many menus, so many sizes, so many beans. I went back home and participated in India Barista Championship.
Okay.
So I won the India Barista Champion.
Welcome to another episode of Bridgeway Talks. I'm super excited today to be here because there are too many milestones which we are celebrating today, and I think the place where we are sitting today and doing this episode is something which I dreamt about a year and a half back when we started B Talks. Not to put you on hold and not to keep everything in the dark. This is our first international episode of Bridgeway Talks, and we are shooting it from the World Trade Center in Dubai. And I think this was a dream. This was an absolute dream for me. And to top it all, Dubai is the birthplace for Bridgeway. And, not exactly Dubai. 50 years back, we started in Abu Dhabi. And today we have come to Dubai, and we have been part of Dubai's amazing culture, amazing background for over 50 years now. And, as you all know, we celebrated our 50 years a few months back. And this has been something of great importance for us. So that is one of the milestones which we are going to do today, our first international episode from Dubai. From the World Trade Center. I think it's been fabulous, and I'm absolute gratitude to my entire team who has probably made this happen for us. The second milestone is something very, very close to my heart. There are three things which I always been very close to over the period. One is coffee, one is cars, and one is fitness. So I always tell it's coffee, coffee, cars, and fitness is something which is so close to me. And so today I am going to talk to somebody who came into my life, or who would probably come into my life out of sheer coincidence, and out of something of for a love for coffee. Now there was a time when I was brewing a coffee, and I wanted some equipments and blah, and I tried to reach out to somebody to get coffee, and I met this person over phone, and I spoke to him, and let me tell you this, a person who is so humble, so down to earth, in spite of having everything around him. I think I was actually taken back, and I wanted to do this episode with him the day I decided I buy the stuff from him. And we are talking to none other than, he will introduce himself a bit more. I am talking to none other than Mr. Goutham. Welcome to Bridgeway Talks. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
And Mr. Goutham is the CEO, founder of a company called as Brewing Gadgets. Now, Brewing Gadgets is a company which deals in coffee equipment. So coffee equipments can vary from so many things. So for a layman, maybe a coffee equipment is probably just a coffee machine which you see in your, the local coffee shop. But then coffee equipments include so many things. And, you can actually go onto his website and check thebrewinggadgets.com, where, you have tons and tons of equipments from global being sold over there. And this episode is going to be about him, about Goutham, how he's come up, how did he end up doing coffee, and and since it is super close to my heart, I said this has to be my first episode in Dubai. So over to you, sir. Give us a brief about yourself. Just tell us about a little bit about your background. Because you being an Indian, you've been in Dubai for so many years. How did all that journey happen? What was it back home? Why did you come to Dubai? How did Brewing Gadgets happen and things like that? Just a small brief about all that. Yeah.
Girish, thank you first of all.
Our pleasure.
And for you and for Bridgeway for calling me. And it's an iconic building. Everybody talks about Trade Center, so I'm here.
Yeah.
So Brewing Gadgets all started with some frustration, I can say.
Oh, okay.
Because I used to be a coffee trainer.
Okay.
I used to train people how to make coffees and stuff like that. And exactly what you said before.
So you used to train baristas?
Yeah, I used to train baristas.
Okay.
I used to train how to make roast coffees.
Oh, nice.
So I used to tell people how to set up coffee
So
shops.
you learned something about coffee before you became a trainer?
Yeah, because I come from a coffee family. We have a traditional.
Different coffee family. It's now getting more intriguing now.
So I come from a coffee family. I'm the fourth generation in coffee.
Oh, nice.
So it was started by my great grandfather. So then my now father runs
Oh,
the
okay.
business.
Okay.
So this is all about traditional Indian, South Indian filter coffee.
Okay. I understand. The chicory one.
Chicory coffee.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the reason I got into coffee. And my dad said, "Why don't you educate yourself in coffee?"
Right.
I went to Coffee Board of India.
Okay.
I am from the first batch of coffee
Brilliant.
diploma.
Brilliant.
So this program was designed by Coffee Board of India to bring coffee tasters,
Right.
which is like, considered as one of the most blue collared coffee job.
Right.
It's like a tea tasters, wine tasters.
Understand. Yeah. I know because I was trying to do a course on coffee tasting, and it's quite an expensive course right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it requires a lot of dedication. It also requires a lot of experience.
Commitment. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I did this course, then the life kind of taught me, what we do
Not enough.
back home is not enough. So we said, okay, the coffee cafe was a lifestyle business. Right. So I said, okay, let me start making coffees because I've learned coffee making in the books, but I have zero product knowledge in terms of practicality. So I tried getting into, there were only 2 brands in India at that time, in 20 years back. So barista was one of the where I joined as a barista.
Okay. You were doing a barista's job earlier.
Exactly. So I was very clear that I want to learn how to make a cup of coffee. I don't wanted to know what is behind the cup of coffee first. Right. Unless you know what is
absolutely
the product.
Yeah.
So I started as a barista. So then within few months they said, okay, you are a coffee guy. Why don't you roast coffee for us?
Oh, nice.
So I roasted coffee for them.
Okay. So you used to get your greens and then you used to roast it for them?
So it used to be with Tatas.
Okay.
So I used to go to Kushal Nagar to roast coffee. So from there, they were opening in Dubai.
Okay, you came like that.
So I had no clue where is Dubai.
Oh, okay.
So I came here as an opening team of barista.
Right.
So I started working for them for 45 days and I was amazed because this was my second international trip.
Okay.
And I had never seen so many coffee brands in one place.
Right.
So
you're in a heaven. You're in a coffee heaven.
For me, it was a coffee heaven.
Yeah.
So many brands, so many menus, so many sizes, so many beans.
Right.
So it was like kind of
fantastic.
Dream come true.
Yeah.
So, and somebody said, why don't you look for a job?
Right. Okay.
I said, in coffee, I'm pretty sure there's no jobs available.
Yeah.
Because I'm from the coffee quality side.
Right. And it's very unique. It's very
unique.
It's not like sales or marketing.
And those times, it was still, nobody was roasting coffee in Dubai.
Right. Yeah, correct.
It was roasting coffee in Dubai. Coffee means it has to come from Italy.
Yes. Absolutely.
Coffee means it has to come from UK.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, but again, see, those days, no social media and stuff. We have to classifieds was the thing.
Right.
So I was sitting in a Wafi city and classifieds, and I see a line, coffee roast master wanted.
Oh, nice.
So I just took that job. I landed in Dubai. So that's how my coffee journey started.
Right. So how long did you do that job?
So I did it for a year and a half.
Okay.
So another fortunate happened. I went back home and participated in India Barista Championship.
Okay.
So I won the India Barista Championship.
I am talking to the India Barista Championship, which I never knew, but I'm so glad that I know it now because I, being a coffee guy, I would have loved to become a barista champion. So for people over there listening, I think congratulations. I never knew about this. I think you were a champion at Indian Barista. I would love to, probably see one day that I try to do something like that, but I'm too old for it now, I guess. Yeah, please go ahead.
So I think this is the twist happened in life. So after I won the Barista Championship, I think people started giving little more respect.
Absolutely, yeah.
More importance.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh wow, I'm getting some importance in life, So then a company called IFCO hired me to develop a coffee business.
Yeah. IFCO is a company which is not just into coffee, right? They have multiple things, right?
Yeah. They are into a FMCG
business, yeah.
And they're one of their core business or a known business is London Dairy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what
they're known for their brand,
right?
Which is a very anchor brand,
right?
So they were developing for that.
Right.
So they took me into that to develop this for coffee roasting business, and
right.
They wanted to set up a coffee shop
absolutely.
and the roasteries and stuff like that. So brewing gadgets was part of this
Oh, okay, okay, okay. It was
because
part of IFCO or?
it was part of this project
Oh, okay,
plan.
okay, okay,
That project plan never came out.
okay.
So because it is an different
Different vertical altogether.
vertical
Oh, yeah,
altogether,
yeah, absolutely.
which is not in the current system
Right,
of their
right,
present
right.
business. So that's where
You
this
found an
was.
opportunity.
I found an opportunity, and also this coffee business was very small
Right.
to the
Correct.
mega scale
Correct.
size
Correct.
of business.
Yeah.
So I just step out of
Okay.
informing my boss.
Okay.
I want to step
Do
out
something else.
myself
Yeah.
and do my own.
Right.
Also, I didn't have kids,
Oh,
so
okay.
I had
Okay.
to keep my wife busy.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're young that time. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just got married and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I really used to get frustrated that time. Why I said it came out of frustration because I used to train people,
Hmm.
and I never used to get these tools.
Oh, yeah.
And with these right tools, whether it's a cup or whether it's a tamper, whether it's a milk pitcher, this sounds very small, but
But
it's
it's
a
big.
very important, like a barman.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have a right jiggler, if he doesn't have a right bar spoon,
It is not possible.
so it's hardly.
And it affects the taste.
It affects the taste.
It affects the taste. Yeah.
So that's where I had knew about all these tools, and on the other hand, I was getting.
Did you get some formal education on the tools part, or is it acquired knowledge?
Actually to acquired knowledge.
Okay.
Basically, because I traveled a lot.
Brilliant.
I went and met a lot of exhibitors.
Brilliant.
I met a lot of manufacturers. So in this way, I got educated,
Right.
and I was immediately able to take it because I used to train.
Right. Right.
So then, the training was not happening because I come from India.
Okay. Yeah.
So we Indians are known for tea,
Yeah. We are
but
not
not
coffee
for
people.
coffee,
Yeah.
right? So I said, I come from a business family, so let me step back. Let me do all these tools,
Yeah. Okay.
what is required,
Okay.
and take it forward as a business.
Okay.
So first couple of years, 5 years, we didn't work.
Right.
So I took up a job again.
Okay. Oh, is it? Okay.
So, but my job again was with an Irish company.
Okay.
So I told them that I do this as a
Okay.
hobby business.
Okay.
So they were very happy because it's a complementing
Right.
business.
Right.
So that's how we started.
Very nice.
And real business started somewhere in 2016, 17.
So now tell me, so when I go to your website and when I see, I think you have tied up with some of the finest brands in the world, right? I think most of the brands which I have seen are brands which specializes in the product what they. How did that happen? So because usually when you start something like that and you're new into the business, people also think twice before giving you the thing of typical example is I think the thing which I bought from you, and so now these are the kind of things people might think. For me, I've been searching a lot of places, and finally when I got I got it from you. How did that happen? You visited all these places. Is there a?
So as I said, I had done so much of homework before visiting to
Yes, sir.
all the
Okay.
exhibitors and stuff like that. So I knew what was by 2011, 2012. I knew about all these brands,
Right.
and none of these brands were available.
Right.
So I just started bringing them and introducing in the market.
Right. Right. Right.
And literally going and giving demos because again
Wow.
social media was not
So you
available.
used to give demos to coffee shops.
Yes, how to make
Oh.
siphon, how to make
Oh.
V60s.
So people never knew about siphons
No,
and
no,
V60s. Now it has become.
When people see V60, they used to ask, what is this hole in a
Now
cup?
also they call it as pour overs.
Pour overs.
Nobody calls it as a V60.
V60.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's where, and we choose always the best product, best
Okay.
brand.
Okay.
Because since we are not a brand, and since I want to present a best product,
Right.
I always looked for the best.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Not we never looked for cheaper
Yeah,
products.
yeah. That's a passion also, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just not for money, but
Yeah.
it's something which I love doing. So
Correct.
let me do the best.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's the reason we collected good brands, and we always not only collecting the brands, we worked on the brands.
Okay.
We worked on the products.
Okay.
We showed people how to do the coffees
Okay.
and stuff. Otherwise, it was very difficult. People don't know what is the importance of the weighing scale,
Absolutely. Yeah,
what is the
yeah.
importance of a 58 tamper.
Right, right,
So filter papers.
Right.
So that's the reason we collected the
Right.
brands,
Fantastic.
and we were one of the first people to introduce in the whole region.
Okay.
So that's why again it leaves me
So
back.
the India part of Brewing Gadgets, how did that happen?
It just started in 2019,
Okay.
2020, like that. I always wanted to give back something to India.
Absolutely.
So I said again, we will start
Okay.
as a small business. We will
Right.
test the waters. Again, when I used to see in India, things was not available.
Right.
And
It's still not.
Still not available.
Yeah.
And being close to Dubai, it helps us to consolidate.
Right.
Otherwise, shipping cost, importing is
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
challenging.
Understood.
So it was one of us. We were one of the having a USP that we, since we had all the products in Dubai,
Right.
we started consolidating and taking it, getting it,
Understood.
showing to people.
Right. Right.
As volume grows, we started importing directly to
Right.
India.
Right. And you have a full-fledged showroom in Dubai, or is it just a online warehouse business?
So the original business was an e-commerce,
Okay.
and when e-commerce was not existing.
Okay.
So now we have a showroom, we have a training center,
Oh,
we have
wow.
a retail store.
So who do you train there?
So we train people like the brands who are coming to us, who are buying equipments from
Right.
us.
Right.
We also bring international trainers.
Okay.
So
I
they,
saw recently you had somebody. Yeah. So I was going
Yeah.
through it, and you had. But I see again. How do they know you? Is it that you approach them and then?
so we as a coffee, our business model is we are a support in coffee.
Absolutely.
And now when we say coffee, coffee is been very community business.
Absolutely.
So now to support the community, there are many ways.
Yeah.
So one is getting education to the baristas,
Right.
training them, or giving them the right information. So in this way, we do spend our marketing on bringing right people, getting trainings, getting explanation about the what is currently happening around the world. So we approach the trainers, we bring them.
Oh, bring super.
And we have some certain trainers, like now certain trainers are teachers. They don't have a school, they don't have a platform, they
Right.
don't have equipment.
Right.
So we provide them our facility so that they can do their own trainings.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I think the coffee as such for a layman is, as you rightly said, in India it is the coffee, the chicory coffee, the South Indian coffee. Even if you go to North India, it's more of the South Indian coffee what people talk about. Now, like the auto industry where I am from, that has evolved to a very different. Earlier, when we used to sell a car, we used to sell this car. This car has got a power steering. This car has got a power window. This car has got a central locking. Today, you wouldn't find a single car on road which doesn't have a power steering or a power window. Nobody talks about power windows, power steering, and things like
Yeah.
that. So that is how similarly the whole process, the whole experience have changed over a period of the last 30 years.
Yeah.
Now, you being in coffee industries, you have seen this industry evolving. And I've seen this. I'm not part of the industry, but I'm as an outsider who really loves his coffee. I've seen it from outside.
Yeah.
Now, tell me how this has changed over a period. Because from a chicory drinking South Indian cup of coffee to a specialty coffee, the third wave,
Yeah.
the so-called third wave, which is happening right now. How did this change? Why did this change happen? Because I always wonder, why this change has happened. Is it because of a lot of international people coming together, as you said, a community being formed and things like that? Is it because of that, or is it because this was already existing, but this got a momentum now? So the way I see it is maybe US, Australia, and places like that, this is already there. Specialty coffee has already been there, and it is just coming into our land right now when people are starting to use it. Is it that, or is it what a fad? What you see, it might just go up and down. Now you see coffee. A lot of coffee drinkers after 5 years, it's again gone back. It's not. So what do you think about that?
I think bottom line is everything thanks to travel. Within the
Brilliant.
country travel and
Yeah.
international
Yeah,
travel.
yeah.
So previously South Indian filter coffee was available only in two states.
Yeah.
Tamil Nadu and Karnataka.
Karnataka.
So now within this country, people started traveling. Everybody goes to
Yeah.
Bangalore or
yeah,
Silicon
yeah,
Valley
yeah.
for some or the other reason.
Right.
So they all got exposed to South Indian filter coffee.
Right.
So that is also growing.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
people are saying,
Right,
wow.
right.
So then Indian people started going to international.
Right.
So they started tasting different coffees.
Brilliant.
And worldwide coffee scenarios are changed.
Yeah.
So that also came into the country.
Right.
So today, South Indian filter coffee is also growing in India.
Yeah.
International
Coffee is growing.
espresso based coffee is
Yeah,
also
yeah,
growing
yeah,
in India.
yeah.
And when I used to be a barista, we hardly used to see anybody drinking black coffee on their table.
Yeah.
Or
Absolutely.
we used to give an explanation, this is a 30 ml, this is a short black
Right.
espresso coffee and stuff like that.
Right.
So today that is not required.
Right.
So people have started analyzing and they are appreciating the flavors of the coffee.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
coffee has become a new wine.
Right.
So it starts the conversation.
It's an absolutely right point what you said. See, because I was talking about somebody. So recently, I had an option of meeting somebody in Kozhikode. I don't know whether you know what Kozhikode is. Kozhikode is in a place called Calicut in Kerala.
Yeah.
It's a very. It's not a upscale Madras, Bangalore, Dubai kind of town, but it is not that backward. Also, it's a mediocre, modern city where a lot of business thrives because a lot of business houses are there, and a lot of big business houses emerge from there, like Malabar and things like that. They emerge from there. Now, in this city, I met a few people who have got a specialty coffee place, a very nice small joint called as Underblue. Now, there are 3 kids who are doing this business. I was amazed at their knowledge about coffee. I said, people might be doing coffee business for they have equipments which are the finest. They know how to brew the right kind of coffee. They know the ratios for what they need for a pour over, what they need for they knew what is the first pour, what is the second pour, what is the blooming. So they knew everything. And I was standing there at 50 years old and I am trying to learn it right now. These are young kids who are probably, I would say 20, 21, who are brewing coffee and tasting coffee and giving nuances of the coffee taste. Sir, look at this. Look at the aftertaste. It's got an almond aftertaste. I was shocked. So now when a place like Calicut in Kozhikode has got this, I'm wondering, how about a place like Bangalore, Chennai, Dubai? It might be exponential. You might have tons. So the amount of feasibility for this business is huge. And I think it is here to stay. And I think it's here for good, because it's now counted as a superfood. If I'm not wrong, coffee is now counted as a superfood. Earlier it was not. But today I think everybody thinks of the black coffee as a superfood. I am very, very relevant because you've been a barista. You sell equipments. You have done the older generation filter coffee thing also. Now tell me, what makes a coffee taste good? I asked this before also. It's a very, very. Is it the barista? Is it the thing of the barista, the way he does his things? Is it the equipment what he uses? Or is it the coffee beans? So beans you have from everywhere, right? You have an Indian bean, you have a Nicaragua, you have Ethiopian beans and things. So which of these 3 contributes mainly to the taste of coffee?
Coffee is very much like cars.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. I love it.
Because when it comes to an end cup, it is made by human, which is barista.
Yeah.
So now barista gets 2 things.
Yeah.
One is a fuel, which is coffee. One is an hardware, which is an equipment.
Right.
So this person should have an understanding of what he has got as a fuel, which is coffee. What is the equipment he has?
Oh, okay.
So he has a limitation.
Right.
He has got 2 things in his hand.
Right.
So now, if his understanding is not right, how this coffee has to be grounded, how it has to be extracted, because coffee has extraction, which is coffee to water ratio and contact time.
Correct.
Right.
So the temperature and all that. Yeah.
Again, that is decided by a barista.
Right.
So then, what is the equipment? So now, within the equipment, you have larger type of equipment and larger specifications.
And even precision-wise.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's a combination.
Right.
If barista knows, if he has got a best beans, he can screw it up.
Right. Actually, yeah.
If he has a low quality coffee, he can make it
the best. Yeah.
So really, it's a combination of
all the 3. So yeah, I think I got my answer, and I think that is probably the reason why I believe it is not just one person, but I think it's all the 3 things which makes a perfect cup of coffee. And I think there are a lot of people who would be probably having a coffee shop but might not be able to brew the right kind of coffee. Now, what sort of brewing technique do you prefer? You do a V60? Do you do a AeroPress? Do you do a espresso? What is it that you like in your daily thing?
Daily, as a Indian from a coffee family, I start from South Indian
filter coffee. Okay.
So then the day starts with pour over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, if I have not had any breakfast,
I think pour over is the. I do experiments with pour overs because I do my grinding at various levels, and I try to make my own pour overs taste different and taste good. Now, going a little bit about your personal life. Give us something about your family. Your wife, your children. Are they coffee drinkers or tea drinkers? How do that complement, you being a coffee connoisseur? How do they support you, or do they support you? They don't support you. Do you have that kind of this? Just give us a brief.
Yeah. My parents lives in India.
Okay.
So my wife lives here.
Okay.
We have 2 kids
Okay.
now, 8 and 11.
Brilliant.
So the 11-year-old boy, Arav, has been little more
Okay, into coffee. Oh, okay.
And people get surprised when he goes to a coffee shop and asks for a V60. They say, we don't serve for kids.
Yeah.
But nothing like that, actually.
Nothing,
honestly, kids can have coffee.
Yeah.
It's just, and especially the amount of caffeine or coffee cups what we have.
Right.
It's
you can. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
yeah. So also when I started this business, my wife was the one who supported me.
Oh, brilliant.
So
Nice.
she's been always
Okay.
part of the.
She's a kind of small barista at home now. Does she
No,
do-
not really, not really.
Okay.
But still, at least she drinks coffee, which
Oh,
she was
very
not
nice,
doing it
very
before.
nice. But you told your dad also was into this business.
Yeah.
And maybe your great granddad also was.
Yeah.
What business was that? Is it filter coffee?
It's a filter coffee
Coffee shop. Okay.
It's called Parimala Coffee
Oh, is it?
So
where is it in
in
your
Sagar,
okay.
in
Okay.
Karnataka.
Okay.
So we basically used to, in those old days, we used to buy coffee from auction, from coffee board.
Okay.
So now we buy it in the open market.
Right.
From the growers.
But do you think you have tried to change it into a nice specialty coffee kind of thing over a period? Because now you're on this side, right? And you are a barista too. So now you know both the games. So you can do the game of a coffee shop as well as do the game of an equipment. So have you ever thought of doing something like that?
No, not really.
Not
Because now we are more on the equipment side.
Ah.
But to always continue the family business,
Right.
I have kept it.
Okay.
So we'll continue that.
Yeah.
Just to be in that space.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
our main concentration
It's
will
going
be
to
on
be brewing
the
gadgets.
brewing gadgets.
Okay.
And also now it's no more a small business.
It's big business. Yeah.
It's a larger scale, and without having my present team,
It doesn't work.
it doesn't work.
Right.
So we have a good set of people.
What's your team size now?
So we are at about 48 people now.
Brilliant.
In
Okay.
UAE.
Okay.
So we are about 28, 29 in India.
Okay.
But again, now it's more of a teamwork.
Right.
So we have in-house champions who have proved themselves to
Very
be a
nice.
roasting champion,
Right.
coffee spirit champion.
Right.
So it helps me because also we know that we all sit together.
Right.
We discuss.
You really talk like not a coffee guy when you were just talking about employee and champions and team and things like that. You that is one part of your life wherein you are a barista, you sell coffee machines. That's passionate, and I do this. Now you're talking like a real owner management person, right? So who says, I know my team, I know I have to keep them motivated, which is a different, which I would say being a CEO of a company, I would love to keep give them the right kind of exposure, give them the training, give them the money, the incentives to keep them motivated. Now you're talking on like a true businessman, how did you acquire that? Because, again, it's not, you studied coffee, you did all that, so ideally for me, I would be more of a technical guy. If somebody comes and asks me, should I buy this machine? Should I buy that machine? I'll tell you, no, buy this, don't buy that. And I would probably recruit somebody to manage my day-to-day operations because he's more a management guy and, you're more. But now you talk an absolute business. So how do you acquire that? Because according to me, you are working and this is your first business, what you're doing right now. Yeah. So how do you acquire that?
I think this is a DNA because
your family.
Family,
right? Right.
So we always, in our community, we don't work.
Okay.
Generally, we do the business.
Right.
When we do the business, again, ethics and
Absolutely. Yeah.
we're not trying to do the large scale, or we are not trying to valuate the business to sell or anything.
Right.
It's all very traditional family businesses, right? So I think we have just continued that.
Okay. So you have that acumen now, business acumen within you and the passion, and I think you're in the right place. Doing a business, what you like and the passion, what you like for coffee is what I think you have done. And now coming to another very, very, I would say, what do you think is the future for brewing gadgets? And, now you're there in India in a small way and, you're trying to expand. Where do you see yourself maybe 5-10 years down the line? What do you see yourself with brewing gadgets and how the business is going to be?
So today we have a certain expectation from our customers.
Okay.
So first we have to continue
Yeah, doing what you do
doing
well.
what we are
Yeah.
doing. We are not trying to do too many experiments, or we are not trying to go too many markets.
Right.
We are only trying to do neighbor markets.
Right.
So that's what we want to continue to do that.
Right.
So then there are some kind of new equipments which is coming up or
Okay.
coming.
Okay.
So it used to be one shop owner or two shop owner. So now those businesses are scaling up.
Okay.
So now we need to give them a solution to scale them up.
Right.
So we are mostly working on, we want to kind of do an automation,
Right.
but again, we know that automation doesn't work.
Right.
We want to give them a consistency of few tools
Right.
which they can smoothen their operation.
Right.
So that is where our more focus is there.
Okay.
And now we are working on.
You don't think of you get into manufacturing of tools, equipments at a later stage?
I think we cannot. We don't have that scale
Bandwidth.
of manufacturing
Yeah.
bandwidth.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, manufacturing is entirely a different.
Not easy at
Not
all.
easy.
Yeah.
And we can either make one type of product or two type of product.
Okay.
But there are 2,000.
Maybe
products.
another thing would be an institute, a coffee institute or something like that.
We have now started doing couple of OEM products.
Right.
Where we think that what are the
Right.
some tweaks are required.
Right.
So those type of products we try to collaborate with the brand.
Right.
We also collaborate with the person who
Right.
makes them,
Right.
who promotes them as well. So that type of products we are trying to do.
Okay.
So then automation is another
Right.
thing.
Right.
So we are trying to still be on the back end.
Right.
How can we support the coffee businesses?
Nice.
Then coffee is getting more and more native.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Coffee, I don't see any more roasted coffee traveling from countries to country.
Absolutely. It's only the greens.
So it's only greens.
Yeah.
So when that happens, that's we are seeing. So we want to see how can a coffee shop roast their own coffee.
Oh, nice. Brilliant.
Coffee is gone. Coffee is
Proper coffee
skyrocketing.
brewery.
Yeah,
You have the pubs in Bangalore which brews beer right now, right?
that is a trend again.
Yeah, so now it is a trend wherein you don't drink those bottled beers and things like that. Now you go to Bangalore, you have breweries where you brew beer and you
Yeah.
have it. So I think that is what you're talking about.
So that is what is the trend. I think it will come.
That's brilliant.
Coffee shop wants to roast their own coffee.
Yeah.
So roasting coffee again,
Yeah, it's
how compact.
Yeah. The machines are
Yeah.
and things like that.
And how
Scalability. Yeah.
and how reliable it
Yeah,
has to
reliable.
be.
Yeah.
And it should not have again one person
And I
dependability.
think even the technicalities of how
Yeah.
much the coffee has to be roasted, what is the timing and
Yeah.
all that. And as you said, if you can probably sit in US and drop a program into the coffee machine to do a roast,
Yeah.
I think you can have a global coffee center where
Exactly.
you can get a coffee from New York to an Australian coffee to a coffee from Dubai right in Bangalore or Kozhikode by just
Yeah.
putting. I think brilliant, absolutely.
So that's the trend, I think, and we will keep working on those
Yeah,
lines.
Nice. Now, what is your hobby? What are your hobbies? Okay, coffee is a hobby for me. Coffee is my hobby where I sell cars. And what are your hobbies? What do you do on your?
So driving is another hobby.
Oh, brilliant! What car do you drive?
So I have a Range Rover.
My God! Now you should. Now we stop the episode right away. No, just kidding. Fantastic. Those are fantastic cars. I think they're really nice cars.
Yeah.
So yeah, next time around when you want to buy a car, please do let us know. It's not.
Now I know.
It is not necessary that you need to buy from me, but of course we can always suggest good cars for you and things like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
And you go on long drives with your family and things
Yeah,
like that.
I
Okay.
go
Here
on.
it is possible. You
Here
can
it's
hear it.
possible.
I think roads
Yeah.
are good and
Yeah.
things like that. So I think I think we have come to the end of this episode, and I think it's been fantastic talking to you. And I really loved every minute of this conversation because, as I said, this episode is very special for us because this is an international episode and it's the first international episode for us. And we, just like you, we hope to scale. We hope to make this episode a global phenomenon like others, and we really want to do it. And it's not about the money. It's about a passion. It's about people like you who keeps growing, who keeps doing things, but never get an opportunity to come to the limelight. Never want to do that too. There are a lot of people who I've met don't want to be in the limelight. I'm doing my thing because I love doing my thing, but we want to bring them into the limelight. That is where we score over a lot of other people, and we try to, it's not about us. It's definitely not about us. We never discuss anything about what we do or what we want to do. It's all about you. And you today is the first episode in Dubai, and I think I'm super glad it collided with a cup of coffee for me and ended up with a barista, an equipment manufacturer, equipment seller, with a person who's trained coffee taster. I think what more could I have asked for? And I think sitting on World Trade Center, I think this is fantastic. Thank you so much, sir, for coming over here.
Thank you
We
so much.
wish you all the very best, and we wish you, your family, your employees, everybody, lots and lots and lots of success going forward. And we hope and pray that one fine day you would probably become one of the biggest names in the coffee industry. And it's a belief, and it's, I think, something which we believe that you can do. And thank you so much. You need anything back home, you need anything over here, we're always there. We will try to collaborate, we will try to do a lot of things, and keep smiling, having a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being on this episode.
Thank you so much.
Take care.